Hello and welcome to Kushti TV, always the straight talking YouTube channel. Yes, what have I got for you today? I've got a tribute. I am paying tribute to a man. Now listen to this very carefully, that it's not my word, it's fact. We have evidence and testament from a man who had been in the ring with all three. The man in question today, yes, it's harder than Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Fact. Yes, the man in question today punches harder than Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Fact. Okay, who's this man in question? Who was this man? Born on the 7th of January 1966 in Brits, South Africa. Cornelius Johannes Sanders, better known as Corey the Sniper Sanders. Yes, he punched harder than Tyson Fury and he punched harder than Anthony Joshua. Yes, how do I know this? Because Vladimir Klitschko said so. He said he had met many fighters in his career. He had never met a fighter that hit so hard as Corey Sanders. And just to prove what he said, yeah, Tyson Fury had beaten Vladimir Klitschko on points in Germany. You remember that night in Hamburg? When the Gypsy King lifted the title? Of course it was a points decision. Of course he rocked and hurt Vladimir Klitschko during the fight, but it was a points decision. And who remembers that fight with Anthony Joshua at Wembley against the great, brilliant 40-year-old then Vladimir Klitschko, when, yes, it was a to and fro fight, and actually I thought Klitschko was ahead and he caught him with a right uppercut and brought the fight to an halt. But this man had brought Vladimir Klitschko to an halt in just round 2 with this devastating backhand, a southpaw, Corey the Sniper backhand, massive venom in his punch, and destroyed the brilliant Vladimir Klitschko in just 2 rounds. Yes, I'm paying tribute to the brilliant Corey Sanders, who lifted the title at the age of 37 years of age. He was one of the oldest heavyweight champions of the world, but it was by no fluke. I'm paying tribute to him now because he's been dead now 10 years. I'm going to bring to you who don't know, some of you will know the story, the sad, sad, tragic end to Corey the Sniper Sanders. Yes, let's just talk a bit about his career. Yes, he spent a long time as an amateur. He had 186 wins with just 11 defeats. He turned professional, he had 42 wins. Yes, he had only 4 defeats. And he won the WBO Championship of the World when he destroyed Vladimir Klitschko in 2 rounds. He was also an heavyweight WBU heavyweight champion. Not quite to recognise a WBU, but of course a WBO was. Yes, so he had the pinnacle of his career. He lifted the greatest show on earth, the heavyweight championship of the world. And, you know, he was old when he won the title and he went into retirement. Now, what happened to Corey Sanders? He went out for his nephew's 21st birthday, as you should. You should go to your nephew's 21st birthday, along with family, many family, in a restaurant, privately booked. And he stood in the doorway talking to his cousin and his daughter. And 3 armed men come in trying to rob the establishment and people within it. And they were all wielding guns, of course, they were armed, and they let fire. And the bullet caught one in the arm of Sanders and one in the stomach. And the warrior, yes, the warrior from Brits in South Africa, was a warrior till the end. He took one in the stomach. He lay over his daughter, Marinkyu, and even to the very end, the heroic, brave, fighting man, he says to his daughter, he laid over her, shielding her body, pretend to be dead, he said, still thinking clearly as the boxer needs to on his feet. Wounded badly, and so sadly at the age of just 45, that would bring the end to a courageous man and a brilliant, hardest puncher arguably, almost one of the hardest punchers ever. certainly the hardest puncher that Vladimir Klitschko faced, because they all hit him on the chin, nose, ribs, part of the body. And he'd never been hit, including Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury, he'd never been hit anywhere near as hard as he had when Corey, the sniper, Sanders, had planted his southpaw backhand to obliterate the great champion. Yes, but moving on, he's heroic. Even to the end, he was heroic. He went to a nearby hospital in South Africa and died from the wounds that he sustained from the 2 gunshot wounds. The one to the stomach had done the damage. But right to the very end, thinking clearly on his feet, protecting, saving his daughter, which he'd done a great job in. But sadly for these people, these intruders are taking the life of not only a great man, a great champion with great punching power. Yes, so much power, he could clearly hit harder than Mike Tyson and Anthony Joshua. But let's say a little fault in the boxing world. It's 10 years now, moved on, since Corey, the sniper, Sanders, has sadly lost his life. If he was with us today, he'd still only be a young man, relatively speaking. You know, when you think about all these guys coming back in their 50s and 60s, he'd have been 55. Who knows, he could have been having an exhibition with Vladimir or somebody like that. He'd have been young enough and fit enough. Let's pay tribute and thought to one of the hardest punchers ever to grace the earth, and a brave, nice man to the end, Corey, the sniper, Sanders. Let's pay a thought for him and his family. God bless you, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. I'll keep bringing, you keep delivering. See you soon.